the fuck out of Lesniak. We're gonna hear. I'll let Barbecue tell you real quick.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me get my notes out.
Okay. You got
So Lesniak was begging for a continuance because he did not he said he didn't have the opportunity to file digital evidence. However, he did bring with him a transcripted live of Granny's that was like 20 some minutes long. 23, I think. So the judge was like, well, you've kind of transcribed this one, like you had an opportunity. And he said, like, we've tried to submit it, they rejected it. We tried to give it to the sheriffs, they didn't accept it. And, duly noted that you had months to transcribe your quote hundreds of hours of podcasts. Never did it. Then he tried to beg for a discovery. And it's our right because it's our filing of the anti-slap, so it's our right to have discovery, not theirs. And so the motion for discovery was denied. They are not allowed to admit their exhibits that they publicly put on their One World Media website and read them out loud before Granny was even served. So no evidence, no exhibits that they have collected. Um, the Tom said to the judge that this was the worst. This filing was worse than reading The Pride and Prejudice in 8th grade, and they both kind of chuckled. The judge also was like, "Oh my." She very much so commented on, like, I don't know what that book is about, but apparently it sucks.
It's one of her favorite books, but
it's one of her favorite books, but she got what he was saying. They clearly pointed out for her to look at paragraph 65 of the complaint and pleaded no basis. And they pointed out that Lesniak was speaking in first person. I don't know. I wrote down Lesniak is in school learning right now because he was slouched over in his chair like a good little lawyer should, just soaking in all of the new information that he was scrambling. He was a hot mess. He had an entire desk of papers that were scattered all over the place. And he had to sit there basically the entire time and got about 10 minutes at the end to talk. Mind you, after 15 minutes delay of them saying that we were live streaming on 2 occasions, they came in and said we were live streaming, which nobody was live streaming at all, ever. Nobody was
I
live
made
streaming.
sure. I was a little iffy with the picture though. I was like, I was worried, a little worried about that. But since Queen said it was shared in another channel, I was like, okay.
In the defense of that, let's just say there was no signs posted in the courtroom, nor did I see a sign. When I left, I did see a sign on the door. However, when I went in the courtroom, the door was opened for me, so I never saw the sign.
Yeah.
And I did admit to taking a picture of my lawyers at their little table. However, the timestamp was before court started. There was no judge in the courtroom.
Yeah.
And
they're all on their phones in the photo.
and they were all on their phones in the photo.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I think. That's the saving grace. But they're trying. The reason why I was kind of iffy is because these guys are looking for every single excuse of the day. Because I remember the AWP.
Well, see, the bad thing is they were already shown on Jay's live stream.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I didn't want to give them, like, just like he, like, Ventures for Purpose guy, Jared Lysak, who was like, used that as an excuse to, like, kind of remove that from the.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They were already shown, like, on another live stream. So
yeah, we're good. We're good.
There ain't nothing we can do now. You know what I'm saying? They're already shown.
The attorney said they were 100% artificial, 0% intelligence.
Exactly.
Talking about the AI complaint filing.
Yeah, that was the boss.
Lesniak tried to defend that malicious tones are malice. That was malicious a quote that he said.
Yeah, that basically means like every single person in the United States would be going to jail.
Yeah.
He compared this to, if the judge allows this to go through, then people will be able to walk down the street and scream fire. That's what Lesniak compared this to.
A fire in a
What?
movie theater.
Yeah, he goes, I hate to go back that long in time, but, you know, if you allow this to go through, Your Honor, this is like allowing people to scream fire in a movie theater.
No, it's not, because
Not even
one,
close.
yeah, one is actually something that can result in people getting injured and die. This is literally like you don't like what people are saying. You know what I mean? It's completely different.
They accused us of publicly putting out NiK's parole officer's phone number. However, Lesniak referred it to his probation officer.
Yeah.
However, we never incited that. We've never put out a phone number, but people were possibly calling his parole officer because they were talking about using truth serum, which they then retracted and denied from a social media account that Lesniak denied he even has social media in the courtroom.
Yeah.
Did
And
they-
not only
did-
that,
He
Remember
denied
Nick-
having social media?
Yeah, he said he doesn't have social media.
Yep.
Yeah, he said,
said-
on his interview
he said-
with Mr. and Mrs. E that he has someone upstate in New Jersey that runs his social media.
He said, I'm like Matucci. What's his name? Martucci. He said, myself like Martucci, I don't have social media.
That's
Well,
a
and
lie.
people were also calling Nick's parole officer because he made a video title as if he was in Tennessee. And they know that he's bound by PA parole to not leave the state. So people were calling, that's because of his actions, not ours.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think, like, also he was saying that he was going to truth serum people. So people were
Right.
like, what the fuck are you doing, sir?
Right.
What are you doing? But yeah, I mean, it sounds like he kind of fucking acted like Lesniak just basically lied.
Oh, you know what else is good too? Lesniak said, I'm not sure if you're familiar with doxxing, your attorney, your honor. I just discovered the term myself. Oh, okay. So when you quoted underneath Nick's docs, what the PA law on doxing is, maybe you should go read it again because nobody has done here or online has been doxing besides them.
Yeah, I mean, I just think, like, I honestly don't believe that Mr. Lesniak actually created those documents, and I think that's why he's so flustered. I think he basically probably was preparing for this case literally 2 days ago.
He did
what-
have to pull Nick out in the hallway before court started.
Yeah, we walked out there and then they went further down the hallway because we stood there.